Let's grab another question, shall we? Or two. Which of these two things do you think are most important in a relationship? Intellectual compatibility, lifestyle compatibility, physical chemistry, or emotional compatibility? All right, putting me to the test. This is somewhat a subjective question because there's so many ways that you can construe a relationship. This doesn't necessarily say romantic relationship, although it does mention physical chemistry. Of course, you can have physical chemistry without romance, depending on how we define any of these terms. If you're asking for me, I would probably say, oh gosh, I don't even know. Emotional compatibility for sure. I mean, all these terms are a little bit vague, so how are we defining this? But for me, emotional compatibility is crucial if we're at least talking about the ability to communicate, understand, empathize, and relate to our partner. Without that, who cares what kind of lofty intellectual ideas we have or thoughts on lifestyle. Now, if you're planning to do monogamy, which is not something that I've done in a very long time or plan to do again, then lifestyle compatibility is probably incredibly important, because if you're planning to, live together and build a life together, whatever that looks like, then if you're on really different pages, that's going to be a nightmare. But if there's more flexibility in the boundaries of your relationship, and you allow this autonomy where you and your partner can be on somewhat different paths but still have some sort of shared path as well, then maybe lifestyle compatibility is not that important. Maybe you like seeing your partner branch out in certain really different ways, and it doesn't really threaten your relationship as well. It just kind of adds to the diversity. Physical chemistry, again, if you're doing monogamy and you're only allowed one source of physical intimacy, then I would say physical chemistry is huge. Obviously, if the physically intimate part of your relationship is solid, it's going to make everything else a lot easier. And if there's tension there, it's going to make everything else more difficult. But this depends, of course, again, on the individual. Maybe you're asexual and that doesn't matter to you at all, and that's perfectly okay. Or again, maybe your relationship is some degree of open, and you say, hey, we've got great emotional connection, we've got a great lifestyle connection, and therefore we'll just allow each other to meet some of those physical needs elsewhere, and then we're golden. Because asking one person to meet all of your needs or to connect with you in all of these ways is a lot. So it's a trick question in some ways. Like I don't know the best way to tell somebody like, hey, as long as you have these two things, you're good. And different people will value different things. For somebody, intellectual compatibility might be huge. It's like, oh, we see the world the same way, and we have, really amazing debates and conversations with each other, and that's great. I guess what I would say is you deserve all of these things in life, whether you're getting them from just one person or whether you're getting them from many people. And again, it doesn't have to be partners. You have friends, you have family members, you have coworkers, you have teammates, you have shared people in your clubs or whatever the things are that you're doing that can help you meet some of these needs. So rather than saying these ones are important and these ones are not important, perhaps it's more helpful just to think about how can you meet all of these needs that you have in whatever ways you're able to. And so again, if you're in a monogamous relationship and certain things are on the table and off the table, like for example, if within your relationship, your partner is not threatened at all by you having really strong intellectual connection with somebody else, well then an intellectual connection with your partner seems a little bit less important, right? So again, it's tricky. It all depends on the boundaries of your relationship, but I appreciate you asking, getting my wheels turning. Hopefully all of you at home, your wheels are turning as well, because that's the good stuff. That's what we like. So thank you for asking. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and I'll see you back here next time.